your mind is okay. Off your mind, like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come.
Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy. 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior.
Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I couldn't wait till evening before we do this. We have received the report of the sit-at-home order given to the people of the southeast Nigeria, the Biafrans. And again, they have also came out in flying colors. So to say, they've conducted another referendum to let you know that they listen to only one man and they listen to only one organization that actually cares for them. And that is the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Good afternoon to you. Good morning to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live. We have been through to many places in Biafra land. Last night, they brought some sort of confusion. They tried to sway people, threaten people. But again, the people of Biafra land, they spoke today. I will take you through some places. You might have seen some of them online. And if you haven't, then be my guest on Maiyegun's Diary Politico this afternoon. Share the broadcast with your friends. We are going to do the detailed part of it probably later tonight. But this part is the Ongbuno Feli part. Yes, so people complied. When I did tell people, I said, listen, if you pay attention very well, you will know that Igbo people are proud people, just like many of us. Proud in their own worth, proud in what they can achieve and what they have achieved. An average Igbo man and woman is a proud person because he is proud in what he has, right? It is so kind of difficult for you to tell an Igbo man, sit down there, and he will sit down there. It is a very difficult thing, if not impossible. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man they thought, if they kill him, That will be the end of the Biafra struggle. Maybe if we imprison him, maybe all his followers will stop. They don't even have a clue of how many followers are Biafrans. And they told you repeatedly that they have the number, they've bracketed it up, and this is the number you are fighting if you think you are fighting one man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I said, who controls the eastern Nigeria? It is now obvious. Let me take you through the memory lane. Most of the time, people will tell you that, you know, what the IPOB are asking for is too extreme and there's too much price to pay for it. Even though they will tell you there is no price that is too much, right, to achieve Biafra. And if you are not a Biafran, or if you don't really pay attention to the struggle, that will mean nothing to you. Or possibly you may call it a death wish. But it is a wish that they are ready to pay the supreme price for. It all started from when somebody even shared a story with us yesterday, last night. Paul, I don't know if Paul is watching. He just brought a memory back and he said, Maiyegun, there is no new idea that anybody can bring to try and manage the disjointed Nigeria other than to let everyone go their separate way. He said, Maiyegun, do you remember that the same people that said no victor, no vanquish in 1970, right, are the same people who have done so much to say they distrust an Igbo man to be the president, that at some point they even said an Igbo man is his own enemy by playing tribal politics, by not being interested in the politics of Nigeria. And it was because they knew better. But the man that led them to face the monster Nigeria in 1967 to 1970, Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu, they lured him back to Nigeria. They said they were giving him a pardon and he can become like them. And in fact, he would have the opportunity to be the president of Nigeria. And he can do whatever he wants. That part is very true. Ojukwu returned and he ventured into politics. He started APGA, that was meant to be core Igbo political party. The same millions of people that obeyed and agreed that they could leave Nigeria, and even if it was going to cost them their lives, and that cost lives of 5 million people. The same man that the Nigeria system lured back, deceived the Igbos to participate in Nigeria politics. And today, not only that Ojukwu did not become president, they made him realize that they even made it possible that he lost his own polling units, just to ridicule him and then tell people that he doesn't have any power because the system is programmed that way. So when they said, who controlled the eastern Nigeria, now we do know. And there's something we should be very grateful for. And I keep telling people, as much as Nigeria has been the aggressor, the whole world, everyone agrees that self-determination is not a crime. It is not a treason. The most part you would do for self-determination, people who are seeking for self-determination, their own country out of an existing country, is to give them a referendum. If you don't have a law that allows it, then change the law and, include it in it. That's the peaceful way. Now, despite the peaceful approach of the IPOB, and the Nigerian part being the aggressor, killing, maiming, burning, killing them, maiming them, burning their properties, kidnapping some of them, incarcerating them, and denying them justice as much as they can. As we speak right now, IPOB never resorted into violence. They tried and tried to provoke them into, even when IPOB said, we're going to start ESN to defend our mothers and our fathers, whose means of livelihood is farming, and now they are not safe on their farms. We are going to start a security outfit that's going to go after those who make life miserable for them. a legitimate approach to the insecurity problem in Nigeria today. They said, hey, they've started training people to go and fight Nigeria. Repeatedly, they said they had no plan of attacking anybody. They have no plan of fighting any government. But they have very great plan to repel the invading Fulani terrorists. Their messages was very clear. They were very clear. But the propaganda in Nigeria continued to make people think, oh yeah, they are going to start fighting, blah, blah, blah. They were still peaceful. To prove to all of us, that no matter the level of provocation, what do you think will push people to pick up arms mostly to fight the state? Is it not when the state turned to murderer or turned to the when the state is being controlled by genocidists, murderers? In return, people will have to resort to one moment. People will have to resort to every means to defend themselves against such lawless government, including violence. But if you pay attention very well, you will realize that apart from all the make-up stories, every other thing to scare people, to make the IPOB members to look like monsters every now and then, right? You realize that it is Nigeria that is the aggressor. It is Nigeria that goes into people's homes, shoot and kill them because they suspect them to be IPOB members. It is Nigeria that goes after people who are traveling in commercial buses, and they will stop the buses, and then when they see you with any IPOB paraphernalia, you will be arrested and treated as a terrorist. It is Nigeria that has been the aggressor. Rather than IPOB to resort into fighting, jungle justice, this and that, you know what they did? They approached even a stricter, more effective, peaceful protest. I miss that good old days when the IPOB members would be out on the streets all over Biafra land, waving their flags in their tens of thousands. Those time were so intimidating that the flags the Biafrans were waving, the selfie stick and the camera phone that they are using became weapons of mass destruction in the book of a Nigerian government, that they proscribed them and called them terrorist organization. I miss that good old days. But rather than resorting to violence, ladies and gentlemen, they brought a new approach to the campaign. And that is sit at home. Let me tell you what the Biafrans are losing out on for being part of Nigeria. If Biafra was to be a country on its own, Biafra would be one of the richest countries in the world, not in Africa, in the whole world. And I have my reasons for that. If they were to be a country. So every year that Biafra land is part of Nigeria, Biafra is losing, in what is today's dollar value, Biafra and the Biafrans are losing more than $1 trillion every year that they spend as part of Nigeria. And I'm trying to be a little bit balanced. Same with every other part of Nigeria that is funding this corrupt, murderous system that stifles human rights to the point that human lives don't really matter to them anymore. So rather than the people they are oppressing, the people they are killing, to be like them, they change it for them. That is where the Biafrans won. That's where they won gold. Intimidation, threats, we'll do this to you, we'll do that to you. Biafrans changed it for Nigeria. You are about to get used to this new style of protest, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to tell you, when people ask, are they hurting Buhari or are they hurting themselves? I'll tell you how Nigeria has been hurting every part. You know, as they say, there's no part of Nigeria that is not marginalized. Okay. Some people just felt like being silent, being quiet, waiting for their own turn to take turn and marginalize others, right? Is the only way out. Biafran says, no. We are not going to wait for our turn to oppress and marginalize others. Rather, we don't want to be part of this whole marginalization enterprise. Do you understand that now? That some of us choose to keep quiet. In the face of the marginalization that all of you, that is so obvious, they choose not to. So kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some of you said, look at them. They have arrested. You didn't arrest him. You kidnapped him. You committed. Nigeria committed extraordinary rendition, kidnapping to be precise. And if you kidnap anybody, right? Trust me, that is not legal. But when they kidnapped him, so many of you were expecting the Biafrans to start what? To start big protest, shut down the Eastern Nigeria, do this, do that. You were mocking them. And I remember telling many of you that you have no idea, even though many of you kind of hate what you don't understand. And I understand you hate what you don't understand. I told you, he who laugh last will surely laugh best. And that is why don't stake all your resources on Nigeria if they come out with any wrongdoing just to score a cheap publicity stunt or what have you. Because he who laugh last laugh best. You expected them to come out in their millions to show that they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The directorate of the IPOB said, brethren, stay put and wait for order from the directorate. For now, we will put all the legal team together, locally and internationally, that we will hang Nigeria to dry on this that they have just done. But until then, stay put. Let them laugh. Let them mock you. They won't do it for long. Ladies and gentlemen, then the directorate came out and they said, listen, we are going to give Nigeria till the 8th of August to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. The Igbo governors, the Igbo politicians, the one Nigeria merchant in Eastern Nigeria who thought capturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will open another window for them to have a political negotiation over his head by going to Abuja behind the scene to further, instead of them to seek and push for unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know what they did? They were trying to milk and take advantage of it by keeping quiet. So that made them collaborators. They didn't see anything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped since when? I think it was since June. No word from no Igbo governor. No word from them. No action, no nothing. Just like they also attempted to kidnap Oloye Sunday Igboho, and to this day, no word from any governor. The only one that did say something was the Ade Geto, Pointer and Killer of Lagos, Sonwo-Iku. He was the only one who said, when they asked him that question, and he said, people are working behind the scene. That's it. Because they were not involved. Rather, they were also looking into an advantage of milking it. Now, suddenly, jagba, jugbu, when the directorate said we will start every Monday sit at home from the 9th of August, it will be every Monday. Then now everybody now seems to care about how much money they are losing, how their economy is going to be affected, and this and that. Meanwhile, Their economy is being destroyed. What is the economy of the Eastern Nigeria people? Importation, exportation, production, manufacturing, everything that has to do with commerce. You will see them there, top notch, yeah? But the Nigerian system destroyed the monetary system in Nigeria, destroyed many of their businesses, and their main target are not the bureau de change money changers. They were the legit businessmen from the Eastern Nigeria, right? When they change money for them, double their own, double what their businesses could have endured. Some of them stayed afloat. Some of them went under. They were targeted. Their economy was targeted primarily with the destruction of that naira you have there. Not just that. Right before your eyes, as Bokwari is hemorrhaging Nigeria, they were borrowing money left, right, and center. Yes, they deliberately concentrated all the imports to Nigeria. They concentrated everything to Lagos, when they can indeed have allowed them to dredge all the seas around them, the rivers and everything around them, where they can indeed create millions of jobs in that part of that country. Deliberately, Nigeria denied them that. Do you know the billions of dollars they are losing for that? You have no idea. You may never have the idea, but don't worry. Not just that, borrowing money left and right and center, and then borrowing money to construct rail line from Katsina, the Katsina where Bokwari come from. Let me tell you something. They're borrowing money, $1.97 billion to construct a rail line from Katsina, to Maradi in Niger Republic, right? Niger Republic will contribute no dime. The total business done with Nigeria and the Niger Republic for year 2020, the businesses they did together for a whole year was just about $400 million. Two countries, right? Meanwhile, the businesses that move from Lagos, businesses controlled by the Biafrans, right, from Lagos to Eastern Nigeria, every month alone is more than $1 billion. But they did not deserve a rail line from Lagos to Onitsha to make it easier and make business possibly cheaper for them, boost their economy, create jobs, and make life better. But deliberately, yeah, they are willing to borrow money from abroad to construct rail line. Not just that, by the way, yeah. Yes, as that one is state-sponsored, as you can see, systemic destruction or the systemic attack that limited their own economic potential, which is deliberate, yeah. Something they will actually completely get rid of, build themselves all together if they have their own country, right? They also unleashed the Fulani terrorists on them, just like they unleashed the Fulani terrorists on the rest of the country. Now, we can't fight them. We can't arrest them. They can be prosecuted as we speak. We just read it in the papers that Barrister Femi Falana was asking Malamu, your Attorney General, that he should give the names of the 800 Boko Haram terrorists in custody. I didn't know that. You know, you never get to know how many of them in custody until they tell us that, oh yeah, we are releasing 1,000. We are releasing 650. Listen to this, though. They have 800 in custody. They are not trying them. They put them there, waiting for them to repent. Or after they finish what they call the repentant whatever program, right? Yesterday, 605 Boko Haram repentant terrorists, they surrendered to Nigeria with their wives. Among those wives they brought back is one of the Chibok girls. Listen to this, oh. One of the Chibok girls kidnapped in 2014. She came back with 2 children and 1 terrorist. When they got back, they said they surrendered, right? This was a young girl kidnapped and converted to their Islam as the terrorist. Now they came back. Guess what their media are saying? Ruth came back. I think her name is Ruth or something like that. Ruth came back with 2 children and her husband. Nobody is approaching the husband as a terrorist, a rapist. Somebody that kidnapped her against her will for how many years now? For 7 years. They came back with 2 children. The governor, Zulum of Borono, hosted them. Like, it's good to see you. The husband, the media were addressing the terrorists as our husband. Because it is enough. All of these are good reasons why people said, you have destroyed our economy already. Everybody is just pretending or trying to survive. Yes, you have Igbo billionaires, but do you want to know the story? There could be billionaires competing with the rest of all the billionaires you have in the whole world if they were allowed to actually reach their potential, just like every one of us in Nigeria, just like me, a Yoruba man from one of the richest regions that you can come across in the whole world. Western Nigeria, Yoruba land. So, okay, would they control the East? Peacefully. Just peacefully, they said, let us all stay at home until they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only people threatening the people are the government. The only people telling people this or that. Someone told me and he said, Maiyegun, let me tell you something. Yes, our governors they are this, they are that, they are idiots. But they know the strength of the IPOB. And one of the reasons why they are not totally, they are not accepting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or supporting the IPOB is because of the influence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That as politicians as they are, it is so intimidating that they feel like if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu announce tomorrow and say, all of the governors in Eastern Nigeria, I want you Biafrans to take over all the government houses in all over Igbo land, you will be shocked at the numbers of millions, hundreds of thousands of people that will besiege so many government properties. And that person said, Maiyegun, that to a politician is so intimidating that they feel like they are living on they are using a borrowed power, even though they appear to have all the power. They know they don't. And on the other hand, they feel protected on the side that if they agree with Nigeria, they can hold the power for a longer time. You get what I mean now? That it is so intimidating for them. There are many of us who are considered outsiders. Me and you can be reacting anyhow we want to react. But he said those inside, that you will be shocked at the level of acceptance, the influence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that part of that country. And they said, do you know why that happened? It was the disappointment that the people felt after what happened to Ojukwu. That they felt, it was like, for so many years, Biafran struggle, the Biafran story was almost buried. When Ojukwu came back, so many people came back to life, right? It means a lot to them than what you and I can actually understand. You know what I mean? Then with what happened to Ojukwu politically, some people took it more personal that Ojukwu was betrayed by the crop of politicians in Igbo land. Ojukwu was not betrayed by Nigeria. And that made them love the politicians a lot. And for the few that are ready to play balls, get paid, you know what I mean, survive because of their politics, those they told me that are mostly the losers of Igbo land. They are not the real crop of Igbo land that will be vying and running after the crumb of office. I want to be governor. No. You see, the losers, those ones who have questionable characters, but suddenly they just appeared. Governor. They have no substance. They have no real value. And they are the product of those who disappointed the Igbo people then, politically. So, 5 years after, Chukwuke Obiama just gave them Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And just like a miracle. That's why I said, if you are not an Igbo man, or if you are an Igbo man or an Igbo woman who actually live all your lives in Lagos, and you feel indifferent. Maiyegun, I understand, but that time has passed. It's because you spend a lot of time outside. You are nearly more like me. The only difference is that you can speak the Igbo. I can't, right? But to an average Igbo man, it means more. You can call it selfish. They think you are selfish for denying that heritage simply because you think you can do away with it. But to some people, it's more. So 5 years after, somebody came and he just woke them up and he told them what they never believe anybody will be bold enough to say to them. But still, they know the existing danger of publicly identifying with Biafra. They know. But inside of them, Nnamdi Kanu is more than Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is pretty much like a prophet, a messenger, sent deliberately. Because let's think about it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lives in London, like many, many other Biafrans who have made success of their lives abroad, done a lot of tremendous things. And to the best of my own knowledge, if you ever commit any crime, it will be easier for the United Kingdom to deny you their residency, not to talk of their citizenship. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like many other successful Biafrans, succeeded excellently, and he became a British citizen because he lived his life like everybody should, a life of no crime, at least. And when you have the British passports, when you are a British citizen, and even if you come from any part of Nigeria, trust me, it is not a mean feat. So if you now have that British passport enough to become a British citizen, I'm not glorifying that. There's something I want to tell you about it. It means if you are then as smart as a man called Nnamdi Kanu, that means the whole world will be your oyster. Sky, will only be your starting point. There's nothing you can't do. There's absolutely nothing you can't become. I mean, I am just a resident card holder in the UK. I am not British. I don't know if I will ever be British. But yeah. But being a resident card holder, being a resident of the UK, I can tell you how much that changed my life enough to give me the opportunity to even be able to do what I'm doing with you right now. Now, imagine what it can be and what it will be if I am in the position of Nnamdi Kanu. That means I can choose to build my life enough, make so much name, make so much money, get my life and my family the best of the life they can get, travel the world as much as I can. Just live the best of my life. He could, but he chose not. How could he have the best life? And he will be reading about the killings, the assaults, the abuses of his own people. That is something that takes a lot of courage. Some of you don't understand it, but somebody has made many of you to now understand it, that you now, many people, that's how he won his own, that's how he won the heart of the Biafrans. Wherever he is, whether he speaks to them, whether he doesn't speak to them directly, he builds something from the failure of a system that continue to fail to admit to the injustice that brought us to this level. Who controls the Eastern Nigeria? If anybody asks you, tell them it is the IPOB. And the best of them is what we are actually seeing now. You see this new protest level, Baba, the Igbo people that honored that order, many of them are doing better than me and you. No joke. They shut down their multi-million naira businesses, if not billions, in some cases. They shut them down for a man that paused his own life to speak and fight for them. And because they understand what he is fighting for, Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't be in prison. He should be living in palace, and living in palaces all over the world. Number one, he could afford it with what he has achieved with his life. Trust me, he could afford it. And when you ask these Igbo businessmen, they say Igbo too like money, Igbo people like money, Igbo people are money, this and that. All this myth have been debunked by IPOB. They never do wrong in my own eyes. I don't know. They can never do wrong in my eyes. You just need to pay attention. I understand that many of you, or some of you, right? You always hate what you don't understand. You know what they did? They have proved to you that Igbo solidarity is real. It is just that their elite, the political class, I'm talking about the wrongs of their society, who are claiming to be representing them, their celebrity as you see them, they make you believe otherwise. Let's go to this place. I'll show you something. This morning.
The timber bus stop. Usually busy every morning. Today, all the shops are locked. No shop open. No school bus. No keke. No students. No passerby. No vendors. Usually this place is very, very busy every morning from Monday to Sunday. And this morning, look at how deserted it is. I can't believe that the sit at home is working 100% here. 100%. This is the road going to T Junction, Tonsuka, Nickel Lake Road. This is the timber market. This is it. This is it. Sit at home 100%. Compliance. No passerby. Everywhere deserted. From timber to nowhere. No vehicle.
Yeah. This morning in Enugu. Here is another one for your view.
Biafra, pro-Biafra group IPOB declared today as a sit at home. So people are in full compliance. People are looking for vehicle to go around their business, but there was no vehicle. Few people who are going for government insisted that they must go to work, came out, but they didn't see vehicle to go out for their work. But people are saying that this is a free will. People have choice to stay whether in their houses if they choose. So, and the government have been threatened that if any their staff, workers didn't come to work today, they must do what? They will cease their they will be denied 1 month's salary. This is road. People are trekking. No vehicle. I don't know how people can travel from here to Enugu 10 kilometers to go to their various offices. This is the challenge. Even The students who are going for exam mathematics this morning by 10 o'clock, this is after 8, but there is no vehicle to take them. So these are the issues people are suffering here. No vehicle, government have no vehicle. All the vehicle, transport vehicle, Enugu State procured under the last administration, none is moving. All of them have been grounded. If not, before now, they would have, the vehicles would have been here to carry.
Free will. Nobody is intimidated. Nobody is threatened. No, nothing, you know. Free will. People listened and they decided to stay away. I'm coming to that of the NECO. Here is another one.
Obeying the law and the service, obeying what our leader is saying, what the instruction being given. They have been disobeying for a long time. And this is the time we have to do something about it. Because they are not above the law, they are not above the order. Other states are complying, but Akwa Ibom State are the worst. They are not even complying at all. See, they are busy. Everywhere is busy. They are not complying. They are doing their normal businesses, and the transporters are going on. We need the leadership to do something now. As we can see now.
Akwa Ibom. Yeah, and you know why? They didn't fully comply. You might guess, right? There is another one.
Pascal, ọ dị mma. Nya bụ ihe ikwuru bụ eziokwu. Ụzọ adịghị mma. O sokwa na otu anụnwunu na-ahụ ihe anụnwa ka anyị mara ma gọọmenti a ga-arụzi ụzọ ime ahịa anụnwa bụ Artisan Market, Old Artisan Market dị n'Enugu. Ịmara ahịa nke ọma, ịmara na ebe a kịta bụ ebe a na-akpọ salad line. Ndị salad na-anọ na-eregasị ihe. Ebe nke a bụ ebe ndị tomato na-anọ. Mana ofu mkpụrụ onye anọghị n'ahịa anụnwa. Webiri ya bụ ka anyị si na-egosi unu maka sit at home. Ndị otu na-azọ nnwere onwe nke akpọrọ IPOB guzobere tata bụ Mọnde, ọnwa Ọgọst dị na ụbọchị 9.
He's another savior. Holy, holy, holy. Nnamdi Kanu. 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 He's another savior.
Thank you very much. So my friends on YouTube, you can take that 1 second to leave that chat room, to give that thumb up under that broadcast, under that video. We have nearly 2,000 of us there. Let's make it count, just as usual. So compliance. Now, to where I think we can now round this up today. We don't want any kind of a violence, attack, killings to continue. The Biafrans didn't ask for that. They asked for the government to protect them. They asked that those who believe in freedom, peace, should initiate a conversation, a form of a negotiation that will begin the process of the Biafrans leaving Nigeria. It starts with conversation, dialogue. First, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. Because you see this style of a protest that the Biafrans are now going to start, that they are now deploying, is more lethal than them carrying gun and going about to fight, because they believe that, number one, they are not going to fight anybody physically as you would expect, but they will use every legal means. I'm talking about means that will make people run crazy, like Boko Haram and his gang are running crazy right now, when all they should be doing is having a conversation in order not to make it to escalate any further. But again, in chaos, they rule. In chaos, they reign. In chaos, they ruin. In chaos, they maintain their power. And I think they pretty much prefer the chaos. But the Biafrans are not going to give them chaos. Biafrans are going to expose them as they have been exposing them. Exposing that Nigeria is a lawless country. A country that doesn't respect our own laws. And therefore, the only way to deal with such barbarians or to deal with such criminals is to, oh dear, sit at home. It is so strong and a very powerful tool. But you see, the people who can do it and who are doing it, and they're going to teach all of us how to use this non-violent protest to make those governors, to make those politicians in Eastern Nigeria to begin, in fact, to demand. They will be the one to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Trust me, they will be the one to. Peaceful stay-at-home protest, it works like wonder. It will force the hand of those who believe that they have the upper hand. It will force their hand to the negotiation table. Two hands on the table. Oh, man. They did it today. This is no longer about me trying to encourage them. And I said it. I keep saying it. Biafrans don't need any patronage or what have you from anybody. I am not doing this to patronize you. Even though, yeah, I fancy all you do. They are so interesting, so great, so sort of inspiring that many of us can see ourselves in many of you. But we can't be you. But in a way, we can use your bravery, your smartness, your coordination, your loyalty to yourselves, your support for yourselves. What else do we need? What else do they need to prove to us now? I'm asking you this, right? What do you think IPOB or the Biafrans need to prove to us that if Nigeria should put the referendum on the table tomorrow, they will vote to leave Nigeria without blinking? What else do they need to prove to us? So, other than for us to what? To see through their bravery and build ourselves all together, maintain our own unity as well. Because when you look at it very well, we should all be fighting for the same thing. You talk about marginalization. We've all been marginalized. They've marginalized all of us in the South, or they've marginalized all of us in Nigeria. Everybody is marginalized. But some people they are suppressing the will of their own people from speaking up about their marginalization, about the poverty that Nigeria has brought upon them, the limitation, the ceiling of progress, where your potential is so limited that you have to struggle out of it before you can make anything meaningful for yourself. That system is rigid, is stagnant, is unfair. So those who are still doing it, we should all be fighting to be like the Biafrans. And that's why I said, I am not patronizing you. I am using your case, your amazing history, story that is so similar to ours. But you've paid more price. You've paid more price than any part of Nigeria. And this does not require anybody to remind you of that. And that's something that drives somebody like me. Like, see, look at them. Don't listen to the elite. Just like I've been telling you, stop listening to our own elite too. They are in on this whole scam, and they will never make me and you believe that we deserve better. IPOB said the Biafrans will do it. United, they will do it. If they have their chance tomorrow, they will prove all of us wrong, that they are not united. This is the people that were given 20 pounds after the Civil War. Ridiculous, right? 20 pounds. It doesn't matter how much you have in the bank. Only few managed to get their properties back after the war, because we need to also say that. We shouldn't just say totally. There are people from other parts of Nigeria, in Yoruba land. We had people who took over the properties of the Biafrans and they never gave them back. Some of them died with the name rich men in Yoruba land. But what made them rich? Because they were either banker, financiers, or property managers, this and that, for so many of these rich Igbo men and women in Yoruba land. When the war broke and people had to go back, many went back. Some who came back after the war, only few managed to get their properties back. But the rest, they gave them 20 pounds each. The policy that continued to make an average Igbo man, an average Igbo woman to despise our own sage, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. That policy, that monetary policy, that decision, even though they said he didn't directly, he was not the one that directly approved it. He's already resigned as a Federal Commissioner of Finance before Gowon brought that policy. But that singular policy makes an average Igbo man and woman to really, really despise Awolowo. And we have done so much to heal the wound. I am not, I'm not going to say that the sin or the error or omission of those before me is going to limit me from building the bridge of friendship that can indeed save me and save those that will be coming behind me. I am not supposed to be a prisoner of history. I am supposed to be somebody who learn from history and build from it. And 8 is something you can learn from history if you go for that. 20 pounds. And they rebuild themselves. They rebuild. Come on, man. Even if you don't want to give them all the credit, if that looks like so easy to do, or more, Sheme will say make the Yorubas lose 5 million people needlessly. All of us lose our properties wherever you have them. And on and on and on. Only to, you know what I'm talking about? And then we see how it feels like to start afresh like that. So, why do you think they are not afraid to build their Biafra? The international airport you will see in their land right now was built by them. Samu Bakwe International Airport was built by them. Families, Biafrans, after the war, they contributed money, local money from churches, from different clan and communities, villages. They contributed money all over Igbo land to build the international airport for themselves. And they instill this same mentality in their children, that they told them that, listen, as long as we are part of Nigeria, it is your job to build your communities. Trust me, if you go to most of the communities in Igbo land, they were not built or constructed. If you see their road, if you see their light, street light and the rest of things, right? Community schools, and all those places, they were not built by government. They were built by them. So do you understand why they are not afraid to start afresh? Do you know why? Because they can always build wherever they go to. They are just like seed. When you bury them, they germinate. When they germinate, they begin to produce fruit. And many of us, maybe not myself included anyway, but there are many of us, when the fruit now germinates, then we begin to say, why is this fruit blue? Why is it not brown like us? Why is this fruit yellow? Why is this that? Oh, it's an Igbo fruit. Oh, maybe he's doing some sort of a crime before he can be able to produce this tree. Maybe this tree Now, let's see. You see this tree with the color you see on it, eh? It must be an Igbo tree. And look at the fruit. See how many fruit? Now only the tree there here. It must be involved in something shady. Then you begin to get stones, sticks, to begin to throw at the fruit. And that's what we do to the Igbos. The narrative I always have in my head all the time. And I'm not trying to patronize you. Profiling the Igbos, telling them that you can't trust them, but you can't let them go, and things like that. These are the things that if you put all of this on the table and say all Igbo people should come and decide, including those who are telling you that they love one Nigeria, it will shock you that they will vote for referendum to leave Nigeria. I don't think they need, and now I think now all of you should understand why they want to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The politicians are not in control of the people in Eastern Nigeria. And for Mazi, and like I told you, Igbo people are very, very proud people. And rightly so, they should. Rightly so, they are. So for them to obey an order that will tell them to shut their businesses and stay at home in respect of a golden son, a valuable son, that Nigeria think if they capture or kill him, we discourage them. No, come on. There is no amount there's no price that is too much to pay. That is what is called loyalty. That is what is called solidarity. Are you with me? Even though many of you expect them to be on the streets fighting, or you know what I mean, so that your soldiers can go and load their guns, the guns they can use on terrorists, all the guns and the bullets, they will start loading them. Their vehicles will have petrol. They will have all the vehicles to go and attack them. Then they will position themselves to start using them for shooting target. They say, great job, guys. Great jobs, guys. You are shooting at harmless people. Is that not what you expected? Then you can say, this Kanu just want to let people die. Kanu did not kill people. Biafrans did not go outside to attack or kill anybody. They have been under attack for holding flags. Now they said, guys, keep your flags in your mind. Keep the spirit of Biafra in your mind and prove it on Monday, the 9th of August, if they don't release our leader. Do you know that the fact that they obey that sit at home alone, and they will continue to obey it, whether me and you like it or not, whether me and you become accountant, financial accountant, and calculating how much money they lose every day, I can tell you, they know how much Nigeria is making them lose every day. And it is in billions of dollars. If they are not part of Nigeria, like I told you, they will be one of the richest countries in the whole world. Right? They will be. People who built a conglomerate, who built a multi-billion dollars empire, despite the limitation that Nigeria has placed on them, that Nigeria, it got to say Nigeria couldn't stop. You know, when you break even to the level that Nigeria, those in control of Nigeria don't like you because of who you are or from where you come from. But you have broken that barrier, broken that ceiling, that they can no longer, it will cost them a lot to put another ceiling on you. That's what many Igbo billionaires have done. And trust me, for anybody to say sit at home, and they sat at home, they don't need any other proof anymore. I keep saying it. You as an IPOB member, you should be proud of yourselves, honestly speaking. You don't need to prove anything to anybody anymore. Just keep faith, keep going, and people like us are being inspired. I am always inspired. And you can see the passion at which I'm talking about this is to tell you that I pay attention. And to be honest, God, you are inspiring. You've proved it today again. So if they don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before the end of the week, directive is going to come again that next week, Monday, everywhere should be shut down again. And I am not in doubt that they will sustain it. If they ask you what is the purpose, what is the gain? The gain is that Nigeria is holding somebody they kidnapped, subject him to torture, mental torture and physical torture, denied him real medical attention, and the fact that he's committed no crime makes it a criminal offense that he got kidnapped in the first place, and they are holding him against his will, and they won't even take him to court for his lawyers to actually seek for his bail, because all they wanted is to get him killed. How do you fight that other than for your people to speak up? And today, they spoke up. Somebody told me and he said, Maiyegun, our governors may be weary, they may be mad people, but forget it. They know, say, the people are with Mazi. They don't know how, they don't know why, but they know, Maiyegun. Now wait till Monday now, you will see it on Monday. Don't worry, Maiyegun. And I've never been been disappointed ever, never. So today don't come, today don't go. Business will resume tomorrow. To all the IPOB members, congratulations again. Oh, your referendum results for the 9th of August 2021 came out 100% pass. If to say now today they say me you conduct referendum, say you want leave Nigeria or you want stay. Now so all of us could just, well, I won't be shocked, right? Now so Nigeria go wake up and say, oh boy, Biafrans don't vote to. They don't vote to. 99.2% voted for Biafra. So you mean Ngige voted? Okija, what do you call Okija? Shatabandu voted for Biafra. That man, hi. Ojuzo Kalu voted. Baba, he voted for Biafra. You know what I mean? You know. Now so we go wake up and say, oh boy, they don't vote to. And every now and then, you and me should begin to see why Nigeria is afraid of writing a new constitution. Because if a referendum is included, my brothers and sisters, now so me and you go to bed, December 31st, 2020, and they will say, Happy New Year! Now so the Biafrans will say, you know, they don't get their own country. They are united. The only people making us believe that they are not united or not ready for Biafra are the elites that are benefiting from the frauderia, scamgeria, and Nigeria. Are you with me? And as you see them, now so we get them from the West. They are those who put the bounty on Oloye Sunday Igboho the moment he said no election in Yoruba land. Yoruba should begin to push for that. And then somebody said, Maiyegun, we want the Yorubas to do sit at home. I said, you don't want it like me? But don't even try to compare death with sleep. I may get 1,000 people watching me. I may get 5,000 people watching me on our platform, right? Oh boy, I know they let that thing get into my head. Okay? I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no two Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in anywhere in Nigeria or the whole world. If we find another one, I will be one of those to announce it. I've been told, Maiyegun, you have influence, you just don't know. Oh boy, my influence will not say the Yoruba should sit at home. I am not that big yet. All right? It will actually, I don't know. Yeah, you see, don't even compare. So that is why I said, the only way we can do is that our people should know what is going on. Why are the Biafrans using this great peaceful means of, sending their message loud and clear? Now, when they send the message, you see, me, as I'm talking right now, there are many of my Oduduwa Yoruba Nation brothers watching me. Even Koiki get influence past me when it comes to Yoruba Nation. You get what I mean now? But even at that, not even Koiki can tell the people of Ibadan to sit at home. Are you with me? So it takes more. It takes more. It takes more than just you having all of this. And that is why I was looking forward to hosting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Maiyegun's Diary Politico because before this happened. I wanted to ask him the same question. Like, I have done my own research and I think I'm convinced enough this is how it happened, but I wanted him to say it. Trust me, he himself will not be able to tell you why the Igbos, the Biafrans, why they love him this much. Right? But we they follow you bomber to bomber. We have our own technique that we are also adopting as our people campaigning for self-determination. We give credit to our own Ilana Omo Udua, who have been the torchbearer now. The people we now listen to, the people we now follow. Their information is legit. When you say, how are we dealing with Oduduwa Nation, Yoruba Nation, and all of that, right? So trust me, if we have to adopt your style someday, hey, you can imagine how buzzing I'm going to be. Well, I'll leave it for that. I'm going to wait till tonight. I'm thinking we should do our People's Parliament tonight. okay? Because I won't take calls. So we should do our People's Parliament tonight, where people from Biafra land can possibly join us and share their own experience of the sit at home, the first one in the many of the series to come. And we look forward to the politicians in Eastern Nigeria to begin the real push now for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Because you see this style of protest, some of you will feel it when they do them like 3 or 4 times. And I don't think economists, those who are smart enough, who love Igbo land, they will let them do it more than these ones. Before the end of the week, release Mazi. Now, I'm thinking, what do you think? Should we have our People's Parliament tonight where we can do it like the last time? You come on with your own video from your location, mostly if you are Biafran or the lovers of freedom. You can join, and when you join, you make your own contribution. Please, it's People's Parliament. I'll be the host. I'll be the speaker. And we're going to call ourselves comrades. That was what African Wahala said we should use. That is pretty much acceptable also. So we'll stick to comrades. So you join. You have to know that you can only speak for at least 5 minutes maximum. And when you speak, and you are at the end of your speech, and when the speaker, the host, take you off, don't send a request again. There will be many people who want to speak. So before you join, I will give you this hour between now and then. Think about, what you want to add, and we can have 2 hours People's Parliament again tonight. People are saying yes, 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 yes. Then I'm up for it. If you are, I'll see you later tonight. Until then, my friends on YouTube, again, you've crossed the mark. Over 2,000 of you, and only 800 of us could give that thumb up. Even if you are watching on your TV, grab your phone, go to Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Under this video, just tap that, punch that like, right? It is called engagement. I have one person who has given me a thumb down. No wahala. Even you can go there and give me that thumb down. Last, we'll get to know who they win all the time. So take it over, and I will see you later tonight. Until then, stay safe. Let's end it with this. I mean, why not?
Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayer shall be known, both day and night. Say them always.
Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Díjọ́ ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ Súnrakì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.